wild one in terms of the score, but maybe a wilder one in terms of the weather, and just kind of take us through today's game, and certainly from the change in the momentum from one half to the next, and certainly from the weather where it was sunny at one point, and then all of a sudden a big snow squall hit Nickerson Field.
Yeah, it was definitely a New England weather type of day. It was sunny all day, and I had peeked at the forecast before, and I saw that we were chance of snow right at face-off time, and then in warm up it was snowing pretty good, and then it stopped. We went back in to come out. We go in twice and come back for our last last segment before the game, and it had completely stopped. So the whole first half went, and there was no snow, and it was actually pretty pleasant. It was like 40 degrees, and the field was wet, but the conditions were fine. And then all of a sudden it was like a blizzard, and then you couldn't see anything, and it was like snowing sideways and up and down, and both teams were hooting and hollering and loving it. And I think it was they scored one, and then we scored one, and then it just stopped. So it was just kind of crazy. It was definitely just a different type of game. But credit to both teams for playing really hard, and proud of my guys for being able to make plays down the stretch.
Yeah, just kind of take us through how big was that goal to end the first half, and then you get that 1-goal lead, and then get some momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, I'll go even before that. I got to give a ton of credit to our man down unit. 6-4, and they have an opportunity to push it to 7-4, and we fouled. They score on the possession where the foul was, and they win the face-off and get the ball, and have an opportunity to score. We get a stop there, and then we foul again, and we ended up getting 2 stops in a row, keeping the score 6-4. Get a clear, get a couple goals, a couple good possessions. Slippo had a great we call timeout with about I guess it's like 3 minutes in the half. He runs a really nice 2-man game, and we end up scoring and getting fouled. Quadrino, great play between Timmy and Quadrino. Great finish, draws a foul. 6-6, and then we were able to, Hilburn makes a great play to put us up 7-6 going to halftime. So, credit, this was a team win. I said it to the squad. We were really good in a lot of places. We played stellar defense, got great goaltending. We're good in the clear again. Bryant got us twice in the 10-man. So we had to adjust and go to a drop ride, but we still rode 7 back. So, credit to the attackmen for the adjustment. And just because we weren't in our aggressive ride didn't mean that we didn't do a great job riding. And I thought that was the key in the fourth quarter. We rode a couple back. Typically we've been in the 10-man, but, we had to make adjustments. Brian had a great plan, credit to their coaching staff. Certainly they were attacking that, and, they got us twice. So, we made that adjustment, and, I'm proud of our guys for being able to still create turnovers, even though we weren't in our most aggressive ride.
Yeah. So fourth quarter, you're going in 9-8, and then Jay Cates goes off, has 3 of the 4 goals in the fourth quarter, but he got 2 in a row to start off the game. Just talk about his performance. He had 4 overall today, and that's 6 now on the season after missing basically all of last year.
Yeah, Jake's been phenomenal. He had a great fall, played great in our scrimmage. It had really been a stalwart in our preseason scrimmages, and then obviously played great against Merrimack, and got off to a little bit of a slow start. Didn't quite have the opportunities in the first half, but to step up the way that he did, he had a great cutting goal, great feed by Vince. I don't know if that put us up 2, but it was late in the third quarter, and just a great vision, great cut, and great finish. And then I thought he was just dominant in the fourth quarter. The one down the alley was huge. They didn't slide to him. He got underneath and had a really nice finish. And then, Vince, I thought Vince had another great play, drew a double, skipped it to Lou. And then Lou, barely even touched it and just moved it to Jake, who made that, a time and room shot. So, we're going to depend a lot on Jake to be, a great player for us on a weekly basis, but he's certainly capable and proved it tonight with a great game.
Talk about the face-off battles, even on the stat sheet, but it really was quite the battle between Connor and their face-off guy.
Yeah, I'm really proud of Connor. Going in, we were like, this kid's really good. We knew he was, high 60% last year. dominated the Providence, team, and had 15 ground balls and, won about 70%. And he's awesome in transition. And, we worked really hard this week. The whole unit, give Coach Euchre a lot of credit, give Coach Lattimore a lot of credit for, we were really concerned with the offense that they created off the face-off. So, for Connor to battle and go 50-50, and for us, Connor scored the first goal, which was huge. I thought that was a huge part of the game, neutralizing that kid as far as offense goes, being 50-50 at the X, and then even Connor scoring a goal. So, Coach Euchre had a great plan and we executed. So I thought that was a huge part of our win.
Matt Garver.
And, yeah, before we move on, Kevin, proud of Connor too. Their kid goes 4 for 4 in the third quarter. Connor regrouped and had a great, fourth quarter, going 4 for 5, giving us those extra possessions. So, really good job by Connor.
Yeah, Matt Garver, 14 saves today, and he had a couple of big ones when Bryant really could have opened the game up, especially in the first half. Just talk about another good, solid performance from him.
Yeah, I thought Garbs was great. He's going to probably get mad at us. He keeps giving up goals with nobody in the in the goal. His save percentage could even be higher. And he's a team guy, and he's does a great job in our 10-man. But they score 8, and 2 of them where he's not even in the net. So 14 saves, 8 at half. As you said, Kev, I think. At times he kept us in, he allowed us to get our footing and, make that run in the second half, just because he was able to make some quality saves and keep the game close. He's been great for the 2 years that he's been in Cage, and, not surprising how well he played. So he's just a great player.
And finally, how great is it to start the year off with 2 wins, 2 home wins, and 2 wins where you really had to battle? It didn't come easy for you. And how important is it going into the UMass game and then going into Patriot League play, where that you're going to get a lot of games like this?
Sure. I just got to give all the credit to the team and our leadership from our seniors down. We've played 2 really good teams, and both teams have really challenged us. And, we've had to make plays in critical situations, and we've had to execute. I was just talking to Drew Markello, gave me a call and congratulate us. And, I just said, I'm just really proud that, nothing really phases us. They get 2 10-man goals. They get a goal with 1 second from the other side of the field, and there's no panic. They're up 6-4 and man up. There's no panic. And, our guys realize it's a 60-minute game, and there's going to be ebbs and flows, and we never get too high. We never get too low. And, we make critical plays. So, I'm really proud of the fact that we continue to get stronger in the second half, and play with poise and confidence and pace. And, but it's only 2 games, so we'll enjoy it tonight for sure. We'll recover tomorrow, and then certainly we have a really hard game coming up on Saturday. So UMass is great, gave Army everything they could hold, beat UMass Lowell convincingly today. So, we'll move on and really start getting focused on UMass.